Mikey and Rinne stay in. Oh yeah.
Hi guys, it's Mikey and Rinne stay in. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Rinne.
And this is episode 16.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sweet 16.
Oh boy.
I know, we should have had a Sweet 16 party.
Yeah.
Cake, acne, gossip.
And still a virgin.
Ooh, you maybe.
And you.
Definitely.
That lost your virginity at 22.
But I'm just saying, yeah, kinda. No, not 22.
21.
21. Basically. Well, kind of at 15, then at 21.
Uh-huh.
I know. Doesn't really count.
No. There's no kinda.
Okay.
Look at what the puppy just did.
For those of you that are watching on YouTube, Abby is always behind us in her little bed, and she just made herself a little bit of a nest. And then
It's
you
like
can just
this
see her
bed
nose.
that is, it's like a little clamshell, and so she can fully insert herself into it. And all we can see right now is her little tiny snout.
Yeah, they make it for like burrowing dogs, so
Yeah.
like dachshunds and westies. I don't know what other dogs burrow, but yeah, she's awesome and loves it so much.
Oh, so cute!
And our friends Nicole and Michael suggested it to us, and oh my gosh.
She's fully enveloped.
Oh no, she's totally under it.
Oh, God.
God, don't you kind of wish they made those for humans?
Definitely.
Yeah, especially if you're someone who's like not like just like introverted and wants to just go away. Like,
Well, I bet they do. I bet OTs
it's kind of like a
have
weighted.
something like that for kids with, sensory processing stuff.
It's a little bit like the weighted blanket thing.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
so dope.
I know, we should get one.
A weighted blanket?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally agree. I mean, and I'm like not. Well, I don't know. I'm someone who likes to be touched and squished a little bit, but not like you.
Oof.
But boy, I like when something's happening, like a shavasana at the end of yoga, like the dead person's pose or whatever. I always pile the like blocks on my chest.
Oh, yeah, I've noticed you do
I know.
that.
I like it.
You know what's so interesting is that, so Mikey and I last week, we'll talk about a few things. We were in Buffalo, visiting fam, which was so fun. And then when we came back, we had these gift certificates for a free float, which means that there's like 1,000 pounds of Epsom salts in a big tub, essentially.
Right, yeah.
And so you go in the water and you're weightless.
Yeah.
But I was just like thinking about how I like to be, like I like to have Mikey just get on top of me and lay on top of me.
I know, maybe, yeah.
And I love the idea of a weighted blanket. And I wonder if the weightlessness of the float was like...
Not what you needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was fucking anxious it's a 90-minute float you're completely sensory, it's a complete sensory deprivation experience.
Yeah.
So you can't hear anything, it's pitch black, and you're just floating in like tepid water, I would say.
Well, I got cold.
Yeah.
And I'm like the hottest person of all times.
Yeah.
Like, and it was, and so I think some people, I was talking to a friend who loves it, who loves floating, and that person would probably be like, ooh, 90 minutes? I want 600 minutes. I saw 90 minutes and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I think I need to pack
I can't get my nervous system calm for 90 minutes.
And I need to like pack a snack and like think. I felt like I needed to go in preloaded with shit I was going to think about. I was like, 90 minutes.
What did I ruminate on for that long?
Not that deep. And it was, and I was able to fall asleep for a while. And then, I didn't know if I was supposed to like, I think it's one of those things like where you see it in shows or whatever and people like kind of hallucinate. So I was like, am I supposed to like hallucinate? Why? Just because it's dark?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
You didn't take ayahuasca or anything.
No. And so I don't know. I think I was waiting for that a little bit. So I spent like half the time with my eyes open. Well, some of the time with my eyes open. Just kind of looking at the like glooby shapes that are made by your eyeballs in darkness. And then I got then I slept for maybe an hour. I slept for like a lot of it. Maybe 40 minutes or something.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then I just got really cold. And first of all, when I sleep, when I sleep at home, I sleep on my side or on my stomach usually. And so floating on my back, I wanted to turn over and drown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was dude, it was also, we got them for free.
Yeah.
But it was going to be basically $80
per person.
Per person for 90 minutes. I'm like,
no, thank you.
Hold on a second. Come on.
Yeah.
Like that just.
Hashtag not a bindle.
Yeah, I feel. I don't want to be a cheapie about things, but I'm like, dude, that's a lot to lay in some water.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely willing to try it again. I feel like for me, it's like I would like to go. Like if I'm going to spend that much money, I would rather like go on a cheap trip to like the Bahamas and just go lay in really warm water and float at night or something.
Right.
You know.
Well, and I'd rather get a massage or get some body work done or do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It says a lot about me, I think, the reaction that I had to it. So Mikey was in sort of a contained vessel, if you will. I was in...
Yeah, mine was like a little pod.
Yeah, and I thought it was going to be better for me to be in the sort of open, it was like a big tub.
Like an indoor hot tub.
Yeah, indoor hot tub. And turns out that was maybe not better for me because I got up a couple of different times because I would get to a place where I sort of did my breathing, I did some form of meditation, but I never really felt truly relaxed, and so I would stand up and then I would panic because it's pitch black and I don't know where the fuck I am in the tub. So I'm like, you know, trying to figure out where I am in space. And then the light was on a delay. He told me that. I forgot in my panic, and so I keep pressing the light and it's not turning on. And like, Rin Dog, you're fine. Yeah. You're in a tub, in a locked room. You're good.
Right. Also in a place where like there's attractive ponytailed hippie men walking around. You could just yell at any point and they'd come and help. Like it'd be fine.
Right. I don't know. It does something when you're deprived of all of your senses. It's a really unique experience. I think.
Any of your senses, like deprived of a specific sense. Yeah, and that's an interesting one. Like losing your kind of like spatial awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different. That's a thing.
Which is tricky for me in
the
seeing world and hearing world.
Oh yeah.
So,
but it's interesting to me that you love like roller coasters and shit. Because I'm a very spatially aware person. I feel like I can kind of, I don't know, remember those things where they would have you like, when you were a kid, they'd have you like stand on one foot, close your eyes, and then try to touch your nose.
When you got pulled over for DUI?
When I was a child. No, well, didn't they do that? I don't know. I feel like there was things like that where it was like kind of kinetic learning or something. And I was always like, I don't know what we're talking about here. I got this. Like, that's why I was so good at getting pulled over for DUI. But I fucking don't like roller coasters. And I think it's more that like, if I could get on a roller coaster and have it just fucking go right then, like get on it and then I'm suddenly doing flips.
It's the anticipation.
Great. It's the tink, tink, tink,
God,
tink,
that's my
tink,
favorite
tink,
part.
Tink, tink, tink,
Oh
tink,
God, I
tink,
love
tink,
it.
tink, tink. I'm like, I hope that this thing falls over and we all die. I'd rather die than go through the thing that I paid for.
Speaking of roller coasters, while we were in Buffalo, went to, what was the name of it?
Well, it's Holiday Valley, and then
I know, I'm totally spacing
what was that? Hold on.
It was a little ski resort, and we did numerous... Ellicottville, yeah. We did numerous things like climb...
We did numerous things, such as... like such a fucking narc.
Climbed a tree with a... What did they call it?
Oh yeah, like an auto
belay, right. So we roll up to these trees that are, I don't know how high.
A lot of feet.
Many feet.
100 feet maybe?
Probably.
I'd say 100 feet.
And grips sort of like you have in climbing gyms. Yeah. If you've ever been to a climbing
And the trees are big enough around that like I can hug them. Like I can get my arms around the entire thing. So I could just like coconut my way up the tree, yeah.
I'd like to see you do
that. Well, it's basically what I did.
Oh, you did?
Well, I mean, I used the footholds, but like, I cheated because a lot of the handholds were in like places where I was like, I'm too fat to make that happen. So I just would like hump the tree. I just like hug it and then, Oh, yeah.
Well, we roll up and our guide was very casual, very stoned, and very armpit sweaty. He was awesome. And he was like, oh yeah, so you guys used auto belay? And Mikey's like, oh yeah.
No. He asked us if we had climbed before.
No, he said, have you guys and then he
climbed with auto belay, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I was
which
like,
we had.
No.
Which we did at the place in when we climbed.
No, that's like an assisted thing.
But I don't think it was it?
Yeah.
No, we weren't climbing with a belay at all there.
Right, and then I've done a climb where it's like an assisted,
an actual belay.
An actual belay, yeah. And so, Mikey like kind of blew by all the instructions. But essentially you climb and then you're 100 feet high.
Right.
And you just let go.
Right.
And drop.
Right.
It's terrifying.
Well, like her sister was at the top at one point, and her husband, who's super funny, she was like, so what do I do now? And he goes, basically commit suicide. Forget that you're a mother and just jump from 100 feet off of a tree. And it's like, and the auto belay thing, like I'm a 220-pound man or whatever. The auto belay thing looks like basically like a large seatbelt.
Yes.
It's like a metal container that's got the rope in it. And I'm just like, what? That thing's gonna A, fucking snap off the tree.
Right.
B, the rope's gonna snap. C, it's gonna maybe pull me into it. I was like, there's no way this thing's gonna catch me every time. And then so finally by like the 6th tree that I climbed, I finally trusted it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not really.
It was super fun.
It was super fun.
Then we also did an alpine
slide. Is what they're often, glider or something like that is what the new ones are called. But it used to be called an alpine slide because it was like a luge. And it was just on wheels. Those fuckers, do you remember the things that where you sit on them and then you twist back and forth? It was like a skateboard, but you could self-propel it. Oh, yeah, those are super 80s. So you had a seat on the ground, you were on the ground, and then you like just wiggled it back and forth with handlebars under your butt, kind of, and you could get yourself moving. That's what they used to be like a sled with wheels on it, and you could fucking die. Like you could get moving so fast, and it was a cement half pipe, and you could like get the front wheels over the edge on corners and stuff. It was like a lie. Like maybe lawyers didn't exist in the 80s. Holy shit! I can't believe they would let us do it. It was wild.
There was maybe less litigiousness. I don't know if that's true, but yeah.
Gordon Gekko and shit. I don't know.
Right,
I feel like
that's true.
The 80s were all lawyers and shoulder pads.
But anyway, our trip was really fun. We got to see the nephew. He turned a year old. He took his first steps. I'm not going to say like he did it because we were there, but
basically
like, we were there and he did it. So.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, I know, it was really fun. We've had a fun time this summer. And summer's kind of coming to an end. Portland, it's starting to rain a little bit. And I'm like, I hate the winters by the end of them. But at the beginning of them, I'm like, ooh, this is nice. Because it's been so summery and so beautiful. And I'm like ready to kind of tuck in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did have a nice kind of like end of summer, Labor Day beach trip to a place called Mickey Rats.
Oh my God.
Here in Buffalo.
This place is so fun. So it's Mickey Rats as opposed to...
Mickey Mouse.
As opposed to Mickey Mouse. Look it up on the internet. They probably don't have a website. But it's a bootleg drawing of Mickey Mouse basically, but drunk and smoking a cigar.
Amazing. Wow. Amazing.
But not trashy. I mean, I don't know what the word is for it. Some people would be like, this place is trashy. I thought it was like perfect.
Oh my God.
That's all I want.
Cheap. The sand was beautiful.
Yeah, cheap beer. Oh yeah, the sand was beautiful. It was totally clean.
Yep.
Outside.
Yep.
There were people smoking basically inside.
Yeah, totally.
But like you don't go inside. You're just sitting out on the beach and it was super soft sand. You're on Lake Erie, but you would think that you're on the ocean. I don't know. And it's free.
And they have Labatt Blue grapefruit. Who knew that was a thing?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was wonderful. And I'm just like, I don't give a shit, dude. I would go there every day.
Oh my God, it was so fun.
It was amazing.
So fun.
Yeah. So that's our next trip is we're going to Mickey Rats.
Taking the show on the road.
Camp. Yeah, we were recording from Mickey Rats. Featuring Mickey Rat.
What else? For those of you that are watching, you might notice that in front of my face there's some hanging pasta.
Yeah. I know Rinne was like, she said to me for dinner tonight, she's like, I'm going to make some pasta. And I was just thinking like she's just gonna like cook some pasta. But no, I got handmade pasta.
So, Eat Your Feelings snack every week. We are eating our feelings, which just means sometimes we're super happy and feeling really healthy.
Yeah.
And we're eating to maybe increase fertility.
Totally.
And then sometimes we're eating because we're feeling sad, so that might look more like a big fat pizza and french fries or something.
This is a happy night.
Yeah. Well, I was just feeling like we were just with my family. I have just the fondest memories of my grandmother, who was probably my favorite person that ever existed. And she didn't hand make her pasta, but she made this beautiful sauce. And and so I was just feeling like I inspired to make some pasta today. So no sauce, we're probably going to do it like aglio olio.
Oh, fuck that. I'm going to do it a little butter, yo.
Yo!
Butter and some garlic. Yeah, I don't know, I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, I think that's my, like, go-to Eat Your Feelings.
Yeah.
Happy feelings, sad feelings, and everything in between.
No, I'm with that. I agree. Pasta, or pizza for me. But they exist kind of in the same space.
Totally.
I'm going to do, for my Eat Your Feelings, I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to pull something out of the freezer.
Can't wait.
That I love. But first, I'm going to, because we haven't been talking about the reason for the show, like the fact that we're trying to make a baby.
Yep.
So I went and saw Rinney's acupuncturist actually last week. Basically because I had gotten, as discussed in the previous episode, maybe or two ago, I had done a sperm analysis. And so I had some things that I needed to improve on, which were volume, bigger loads, and then morphology. So getting my sperm from having square heads and swimming around in circles like dum-dums to being more Michael Phelpsy and more straight-lined and efficient. So, but some of the things that happened, so she did a treatment on me, which was wonderful. And then also, so I'm starting to take vitamin C, selenium, CoQ10. I was taking that for a second. What's the other thing? Oh, vitamin E.
And then pycnogenol.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how to say it. It's something I've literally never heard of.
They're all basically antioxidants. Like, that's the kind of whole game for what I'm going through, and I think for most men in general.
Yeah.
But like definitely upping those things. So that's been great. I love the idea of I love taking supplements or whatever. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. I feel like I'm a fucking hero. Every time I take them, I'm like, man, that was like living in America. Taking
Look at me self-caring all over the place.
Right. So that's great. So I've been taking them in the morning and in the evening. And I don't know how much it's helping, but I don't know. I feel like my boys feel like they're like stepping in line.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great. Nice. And and then being on vacation, I feel like I don't know. That's a big part for me of like when Rinney got pregnant last time we were in Hawaii, and I feel like our lives are not like that stressful normally. This year has been more stressful. I've been like working more. We've been kind of like, the miscarriage was obviously like a big thing that I'm not giving enough credit to. I mean, it was super hard, and so I think when we go away on vacation now, we go away.
Yeah.
Like for Rinney,
Shut her down. This trip,
for the first time in a while, I completely turned my phone off, basically. I had a vacation responder for all of my emails. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be just anybody that listens to this that I work with or for or who expects something from me. Every time I leave for vacation now, you're not going to hear from me, and you can't contact me because it's my time.
Which, some of you that know Mikey probably know what a big deal that is. Mikey is the fastest text and email responder in my life and probably most people's lives. He is just constantly tuned in, constantly connected. And so, to watch him disconnect and not feel like he has to be at everyone's beck and call always was pretty awesome, I'm just going to say.
Okay, so my second Eat Your Feelings thing are these things, so they're called Hakuna Banana.
Yeah!
Like Hakuna Matata, I think is what they're trying to do.
I think so.
Feels a little bit like ethically appropriative. I don't know, maybe these people are ethnic. They're from Los Angeles, and their names are Molly and Hannah. They ain't. So, yeah, Hakuna Banana. But anyways, I don't mean to make fun of you guys. You're awesome. But they're super delicious. So it's just banana. It's a banana-based, non-dairy frozen dessert. So it's basically bananas, dates, coconut milk, and then the coating is cocoa powder, and then unsweetened chocolate, coconut sugar, cocoa butter, coconut oil. Yeah. So, but they're super delicious. They totally ice cream when you taste them. And then, I don't know, I love them. So I've been eating these. I've actually only had one. But I love them, and they're kind of my new jam. So I'm going to shout you guys out, Molly and Hannah. Hope you're okay with me making fun of you. And if you are a person of color, I apologize. And if you are a white person, I apologize too, because I wasn't saying you were being appropriative. You're great. And Hakuna Banana, Hakuna Matata, it's from the Lion King, so we can all use it.
It means no worries.
It means no worries.
For the rest of our days.
For the rest of your days.
Yeah.
I only sing at the end of the show. Yeah, so that's what I got. And I think that, I don't know, I've just been trying to kind of like, where are the places where I don't need to be like, getting more fat, sugar, kind of all those things. And like, there's still sugar in this, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's from a nicer place. And so ice cream's kind of like one of like, and like a couple other things, but I've been trying to do better.
Love it.
Me too. All right, you talk about your first thing.
Okay, what should we do first? Well, it's sort of fresh on my mind because I just finished some continuing education this weekend. One of my favorite things to do is nerd out on not just acupuncture, kind of a lot of stuff. But this weekend it was an acupuncture course. For the past several years, I've basically only been doing pediatric acupuncture training. So we as acupuncturists we only have to do 15 credits per year. I always do more. But I've basically only been doing pediatric trainings, and this weekend was a facial rejuvenation acupuncture training.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I did it kind of mostly for me, because I took one a couple years ago with, hey Ellie, an acupuncturist that actually used to be my boss that I used to work for. And then we did a trade on each other to really practice the technique. And it was amazing. Like, I really saw my skin looked beautiful, my skin looked even and super glowy. And then this technique is far less needles, but the same sort of underlying principles. So basically, anytime you're getting acupuncture, your body's responding to the acupuncture. And there's lots of different stuff that's happening. But in this particular case, you're really you're sort of like needling so there's the epidermis on your skin, and then there's the dermis. And you're looking to needle to that place, and then there's a whole cascade of stuff that happens. Your body, produces elastin to go heal the area. Your body produces more collagen. Eventually, it doesn't happen right away. But so the theory is you're getting this sort of improved blood flow to the face, and then this elastin and collagen production, which is going to sort of plump your face, which is, when we age, that's why things start to look saggy and droopy. And then you're also treating the person. So you're putting in body needles as well, based on, whatever they're sort of presenting with. And so it's kind of a ridiculous pro tip, but if you are thinking about injections or Botox or anything like that, I would so recommend you find someone that does. It might be called facial acupuncture, it might be called facial rejuvenation, it might be called cosmetic, but definitely go that route first. You're not going to see surgical results, but especially if you're a person in your, 30s, even early 40s, and definitely if you're in your 20s. I know there's a lot of people that are doing stuff with their lips and cheeks and stuff. Check it out, because you're going to A, spend less money, B, it's going to sort of benefit your overall health, and C, it's going to hold for longer, especially for, like, if you think about a Botox injection. If you do the series of however many the acupuncturist recommends, and then you just do semi-regular maintenance, it's going to be so beneficial.
I did like a series of them. We're
going to start Mikey up. Actually, you guys will be able to see.
Oh, yeah. You can watch me
weeks.
go back in time. I'm going to Benji Buttons this shit.
You sure are.
But yeah, I even just having it done a couple times, the previous protocol she was doing, I don't know, it was instant. It was amazing. Yeah. It looked great, and it plumps up your face in the places you want it, and it brings a bunch of blood to the area, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I will say the protocol that I just learned it's kind of an entry level. It's much less needles. It's tiny, tiny, tiny needles. Acupuncture in general is tiny needles, but these ones on the face are super small, and it's just wonderful. And it's like I'm never more relaxed on a treatment table than when I'm getting some cosmetics. So
that's awesome.
Yes, if you're thinking about injections, fillers, Botox, do cosmetic acupuncture first.
Awesome. I love that. So my pro tip, what is my pro tip going to be? Well, I was going to talk about powdering for men.
Tell me more.
Your balls? Yes, do powder your balls. My wife, there's a bowl of new ball powder that my wife just made for me.
It's actually my bindle.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And then there's, I gave away things, I didn't know that. But I'm talking about face powdering. I see a lot of men with shiny ass faces out there, and especially bald men with a little bit of a shine on your head. Fuck that. So I've been powdering for years now. Just a little dab will do ya. Got my little guy here and just
Oh, I like that. For those of you that are just listening, Mikey's actually doing a little powder demo right now.
Yep. I just hate looking shiny, and so and looking red, and this just kind of evens it all out. It's wonderful. Yep. Mineral Fusion's the one that I've been using for a while now. It's nice, and I think it's all natural. It's from Denver too. But do that.
Ain't no shame in some dude makeup.
Yeah, and it's just like we all want to look good. We're only here for one round on this crazy spinning globe, this crazy blue marble, so might as well look hot. The other thing that I'm going to say as a pro tip is, so one of the things about sperm production, to pivot, is keeping your boys cool.
Ooh.
And so, my things that I've been doing lately that I've been loving, one, reintroducing boxer shorts.
Yes.
Proper boxer shorts, which I haven't really worn in years. They're glorious. Why
are they glorious?
Well, it feels like you're in a hammock all the time. Not because you're like people call like whitey tighties the banana hammock for your penis.
Right.
No, but this feels like my whole body's in a hammock. I feel like I'm naked. I'm just walking around like, wow, I'm just walking around with the glory of a nude man in a home that he owns, no matter where I am. That's been great. The other thing that I've been doing a lot lately, manspreading.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Not when I'm in public spaces, like not when I'm on the bus, or not when I'm on a plane, and not when I'm in like the places where I'm like taking up someone else's space. When I'm somewhere I can sit a little bit grandly, I do.
It is a grand sit. That spread, isn't it?
Yeah. I've also not been. I'm a tight leg crosser. I'm one of these guys. I haven't been doing that for a while now.
Wow, God, your boys are going to be Michael Phelps style.
I think they're happy. I think they're going to be super happy. So that's my pro tip.
Wow, those are really good ones.
Yeah. I'm going to go right into... No, you go bindle first. We're coming a little close on time here.
All right.
It's almost 30 minutes.
Wow. All right,
I'm going to give a little bonus.
I'm going to quick bindle here. So, there's... For those of you that are mamas, and for those of you that are just humans, you might use a baby powder or perhaps a body powder as sort of a deodorizing thing, or some baby powder on your baby's bottom. I'm gonna say that one of the greatest bindles that I think I've discovered, and I don't do it frequently enough for Mikey, but he is a ball powderer. So he likes
loud and proud.
Yep, likes to keep his scrotum sweat and swampy free.
Sure.
And I was sort of...
I like to think of it like a man powdering chalking his hands before he does the rings in the Olympics. The rings are my balls, swinging freely. God. Yeah, I don't want to give myself blisters or anyone who's swinging from my testicles. soda.
So I remember completely appalled when I watched him like throwing some fucking Gold Bond on that shit or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but I was like, dude, that's your testicles. You can't put like gross talc and all kinds of shit on there. And so I made him a ball powder, and it can translate. This is so gross and weird, but it can translate to a baby powder too. So essentially, ingredients are.
What are balls but a little orphanage, little daycare for unmade babies? It's baby powdering, but it's pre-baby powder.
That's so true. That's horrifying. So I use some organic cornstarch. You can also use arrowroot flour. I would actually recommend that for a baby powder, just because you don't know if your little one's sensitive to corn. You know, a lot of people are. So yeah, arrowroot powder. And then for Mikey's ball powder, I actually add in a little bit of baking soda too. So that's kind of the drying agent.
Helps with the rise.
Yeah. You can also add a little like kaolin clay or something like that. And then I put a little essential oil in his, some rosemary, which is really lovely. But for baby powder, I wouldn't recommend using essential oils on little people. And so you can do like actual herbs. You can grind up some rose if you want. That's pretty nice and gentle.
Yeah.
Calendula, that's another good one that's really soothing on the skin. So you grind it in a coffee grinder. Super, 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 super fine. Yeah, and this shit is so inexpensive. You're not wasting, all of these plastic jars, and it lasts forever. So, baby powder bindle.
That's a good one. I love it. All right, so for my bindle, we are wanting to take so basically like summers in Oregon are heaven. Everybody, well, don't come here, but everybody should be here. Don't crowd it. Don't crowd our everything, our water and stuff. But but summers here are unbelievable. It's like temperate. It's like 75. It's beautiful. It doesn't rain. I know everybody thinks it rains all the time here, but the summers it's like insane. The winters it does rain. It gets gray. So we like to take at least one trip in the winters to somewhere beautiful. And so we've taken a couple trips in the past, maybe 4.
Yeah. So.
Through a company called cheapcaribbean.com.
That's a good bindle.
Yeah, great bindle. And so is this going to be a trip where you're going to go backpacking and staying in hostels and learning about the indigenous culture in a given region?
I submit that no, it will not.
It is often not. We originally went and it was an all-inclusive experience and we were like horrified. I am not horrified anymore. I love it. I mean, honestly, I love to take a trip where rent a car, use public transportation, and find your way around a country and talk to people and all the things. It's like I love an adventure trip like that. I think it's wonderful. But sometimes I just want to just be able to go to the beach and just hang out and like not really have to worry about food, and it's all good. Maybe it's not the best food in the world.
Nope.
I'm okay.
But it's probably a freaking beautiful beach.
Yeah.
And you have bought your trip for...
Oh, hold on. This is my bindle, bitch.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Come on. So we have had a couple times where we've gone for 5 or 6 days, and it's been like $700 a person.
Yeah.
With flight.
Yep.
To Mexico, Jamaica, Dominican Republic.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I don't understand how they do it, and I don't care. We recently, when we were with your family, discussed, and I realized, oh my gosh, it's actually cheaper to go on an all-inclusive vacation than it is to live my normal life. Like by a long shot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just burn everything that we own, collect the insurance money, and go all-inclusive all 365, 24/7.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So anyways, cheapcaribbean.com. There's probably other ones that are like it. I don't know.
This one though, we've had a great experience.
Yeah, it's been so awesome.
Yeah.
So let's see. What time is it?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah, we usually do like how the South is fucking up or what states are messing with things. I'm gonna do a quick one.
Yeah, do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Rinney does the positive ones, like who's killing it, what states are passing good things. I'm gonna do one that could be a super long rant, but you know what? I'm gonna do it quickly.
You're gonna tighten it up.
It's gonna be a 30-second rant. Religion. Tighten the fuck up. We're watching The Righteous Gemstones right now.
Oh God, so good.
On HBO, and it's about like a mega church family. I grew up in Colorado Springs, Colorado, biggest evangelical Christian population on the planet, and I witnessed so many moments where women were being all the things, not heard, actively kept out of conversations, not allowed to protect their own bodies, all the different things. Almost everything in every state that's driven against women is driven to drive women's health care down, access down, to limit education around sexuality, around pregnancy, all those things is driven by religion. And I just think at some point we all need to understand that Jesus died 2019 years ago, and maybe we can just all calm the fuck down, and you can still believe in things, that's fine, but can we just at least on some level agree that maybe having women be healthy and be able to understand that people are going to have sex and people are going to get pregnant, and understand that like literally in states when you don't have sex education programs that are properly funded, the teen pregnancy rates go up unbelievably. Can we just all rationally think about this and understand that women's health, women's lives are at risk, and we need to support everybody, but especially women, because they are the future. And they're making the future. But I just think on the show that we're watching, Righteous Gemstones, there's so many, and they're kind of making fun of it all, right? But I just grew up with so many families where it was like the women, and well, in most of these families, the women ran the households. Totally. But as it was presented was, I always defer to my husband, I always defer to my priest, I always defer to, you know, whoever it is in my church. And I just wanna like get a big update on all those things. We got bigger fish to fry in the world. Let's just all kind of pull together on things a little bit. I'm always a little bit jealous of religion too, because like they have like a thing to hold on to, a place to gather, a group, whatever. But the main thing is I think we all need to show a little bit more love, compassion, and actually look out for the safety of the women in our world. And Jesus would have said so too.
I'll say an amen to that.
That wasn't very concise or anything, but yeah.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, you guys. Great show.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna have an awesome interview with a great friend of ours.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll tease it a little bit on our social medias.
Yep.
But tune in.
Amazing.
Yeah, you're gonna want to hear from her. She's a wealth of knowledge.
Totally.
And you'll learn a lot more from that episode than you do from any of the episodes where it's just the two of us farting out of our mouths into the microphone. Quick and easy.
Love you, Sheath.
Love you too. So I'm Mikey.
And I'm Rinne.
And tonight we're
gonna
stay
in
and eat pasta.
Yum.
Goodbye.